Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Today we are here. We'll conduct an interview from foreigners. First of all, I would like to introduce our group. First one is me, Alfin, kunta, bhaskara, and then Alifia, Indar, Cahyani, and third one is Salwa, Hanya, Putri. Second, I would like to express my gratitude to our participant that who is willing to join us in this interview. Okay, so I will start this interview. Maybe I will ask the participant first. Can you introduce yourself? Maybe what is your name?
Yeah, sure. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Again, very good evening to all of you. So, let me introduce myself very briefly. So, my name is Ahmad Hilmi. You can call me Hilmi.
Hi, Hilmi.
Hi.
Your nickname is Hilmi, right?
Yeah, Hilmi. Just Hilmi.
Okay. So, Mr. Hilmi, maybe can you tell us which country are you from?
Yeah, so basically I'm from Singapore.
Okay. In your place, where you stay, which language do you usually use?
Yeah, so usually language that I use is of course English because I live in Singapore. Yes, so basically I'm also Malay, so I can speak Malay also. Yeah.
Okay. Do you familiar with Indonesia, bahasa Indonesia? How about Indonesia? Can you speak bahasa Indonesia or maybe understand a little bit?
Oh, so Indonesia language. So yeah, so I learned from your friend Alifia. So I think I know I found her what two days ago. Okay, so I learned such various of what you call it words, the Indonesian words. Okay, such as what you know what goblok or something like that. So what is the meaning of goblok? You know, I don't know. I don't know what is the meaning.
What is the meaning?
What is the meaning? What? What's the meaning of goblok?
No. Goblok is bad language.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what? So can you tell me what is the meaning of the goblok?
Maybe in my opinion, goblok is apa? Stupid. Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, stupid.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So your friend Alifia taught me something bad, I know. So something goblok or something like that. So such as what gapapa, yeah, why you call it GPP gapapa? Am I right? Gapapa is means what? It's okay. Am I wrong? Or am I right?
All right.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's some of the words that I know because I think Malay and Malay language and Indonesian language, I think not very different. So it kind of same. So yeah.
Maybe I will ask about your personal. Maybe if it allowed by you, may I know how old you are?
Okay, so I am 23 years old.
Okay. So you're 20 years old, maybe. So you are already graduated from high school. Maybe can you tell us about your education background?
Yeah, so I just graduated from okay, for your information, I graduated from Malaysia because I studied in Malacca, okay, in electronic computer engineering in degree. So currently I'm working as a sales engineer in Singapore. So yeah, that's my current job right now.
So do you have a job, right? Can you explain what kind of job is that?
Yeah, so basically sales engineer is your job is to sell the product, the engineering product to the company, to the university or to the school, okay, in order to to manage their system very very good and very very careful. So what sales engineers do.
Okay. Maybe how about your workplace? Is it far from your home?
Yeah, basically is about what 10 kilometer from my hometown. So usually I went to the office by car, or we sometimes I use public transport such as bus and train.
So you live kind of near your workplace. Is it you live alone with your someone, or you live just alone?
So I'm live with my family because I am not married yet. So I've live with my family right now.
Okay, I think that's enough all from information. So the name of our participant is Ahmad Yomi. He's from Singapore. He can speak English and also Melayu. He also already graduated and currently working as engineer. Okay, maybe I will let my friend Salwa to ask some question.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I have any question. Number one is, do you know some place that many people visit or some kind of famous place in your country?
Okay, so this the two not two. Yeah, there are two places that I think if you went to the Singapore, okay, so you basically you need to visit these two places. So one of it is what we call as Merlion. Okay, so basically the Merlion is the
Really?
official mascot. Okay, the official mascot in Singapore. Okay, so basically mythic, it's such as a mythical creature with the head of lion and the body of a fish. So it is like a symbolic nature to Singapore. So as your information is widely used to represent both the city state and its people in sports team, like branding or tourism place. So basically, many foreigner or tourists came to the Merlion, what to do some TikTok video or some a photo shoot for wedding photo shoot. So it's a very nice place to uh, to take picture.
Mm,
Yeah. So the second place is what we call as USS. So
yes.
Universal Studio Singapore. So
Mm,
it's a theme park. It's very the biggest theme park in Singapore. So basically, yeah, there's so many games that you can play in USS, such as 7D, 7D cinema, so the roller coaster, the Egypt roller coaster. So yeah, that's the place that interested by kids. So
Okay. Two place, yeah.
yeah.
And next question. Do you have a hobby or something you do in your free time?
So yeah, so in general, my hobby is sleeping.
Sleeping. Seriously.
Yeah, so yeah, sleeping. Sometimes I will do some research or reading some article. So for my additional knowledge. So I also playing games. So many hobby that I think is so many to describe in this interview. So that's the one of the general hobby that I can describe it.
Oh, sleeping. Sleeping every day. But in Indonesian, sleeping is rebahan maybe.
Oh, rebahan.
Yes. Do
Okay.
you know rebahan?
I think in Malay, I know it's rebah. Rebah, it means someone that sick.
Sick.
Yeah, I think in Singapore, Malay people sometimes pronounce rebahan as someone who's sick.
Someone who's sick. No, no, no. Rebahan is lazy.
Bahan is lazy.
Lazy.
Okay.
Okay, next. I want to ask you about Indonesian culture. What do you think about Indonesian culture?
Oh wow. So Indonesian culture. Uh there's one culture that I think it might be confused to me is either Indonesian culture or Malaysian culture is what we what called as batik.
Batik.
So batik is I want to ask, batik is Indonesian or Malaysian?
Mm-mm.
So which one?
Yes.
So it's either Malaysian culture or Malaysian culture? Which
It's
one?
it's more of both.
Oh, both of it. Okay.
Yes.
Because
They
yeah, because here in Singapore, sometimes I have two Indonesian students that study with me. So sometimes they wearing some shirt with a flower or some of so many various of patterns. So that's called batik. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
yes.
Right.
Oh yes, okay. So am I right?
And thank you. Next question. How about you? Anything about Singapore culture?
Oh, okay. So Uh, there are many. Okay, there's so many Singapore culture. Okay, that have in Singapore, but the one that I can highlight here is the All Supreme Court building, Singapore. Okay, what we call in Malay is Bangunan Mahkamah Agung. Okay, it's kind of law when someone do some wrong, okay, something wrong, so go to the mahkamah and do some research over there. I don't know. So basically the Old Supreme Court building is a classical architecture to be built in the former British colony. So if someone asks you, okay, what is the history between the Singapore and British? So what we can answer the All Supreme Court building. So the history of that. the history building until now.
Okay, next question. Now I want to ask you about stereotype. Do you know stereotype?
Yeah, I know stereotype.
Okay, maybe I will explain it to you. Stereotype is opinion or assumption about a country or group. So it is only based on opinion. Maybe thank you, and that's all from me. Next question will be presenting with my friend Alifia.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Hilmi and my friends Salwa and Alfin. I will continue to ask with Mr. Hilmi some questions still about some stereotype I have about people in Singapore. So I heard or read that Singapore is one of the richest countries in the world. So many people here have the opinion that people in Singapore are rich. So what do you think? Is that true, or do you have any other opinion? Or
Okay, that's the good question, I think. So I think other country stereotypes to the Singapore is we are the richest country in the world. So I think I can't disagree with that, and I can agree with that. So it's either 50-50. Okay, 50% agree and 50% disagree. So what I am disagree with is if you are telling that no, so the richest the China, okay, and the Russian, okay, um, the British, so the Portuguese, so they are they are much richer than Singapore. So basically, yeah, that's something that I can disagree. But what I can agree is, um, as you know, the Singapore is very small. Am I right? Okay, is basically if you want to travel to from the beginning of Singapore to the end of Singapore, so it takes what 3 hours only to cover all the Singapore. So it's basically very small. So the source also is very good here. So yes, that's something that I can agree with the rich of the Singapore.
yeah, uh, thank you for your information. And next question is, I also read in article that Singapore people are very patriotic. Is that true or not?
Oh, okay. So basically, I think it's just not Singapore lah. Okay, this just not Singapore. I think Indonesia or I think Malaysian also. Okay, when celebrating the the National Day, so it's all very patriotic one. Okay, they have very big event. Okay, I don't know what happened in Indonesia when National Day, because what I know when I came to Malaysia, I think many times during the National Day on 31st August. So it's very they're celebrating very high. So in Indonesian also, yeah, it's a very patriotic one. It's very good in celebrating the National Day. I think what Indonesian also have the same patriotic high with Singapore and Malaysia. So I think yes.
Okay. Next question is, many articles that I read say that people in Singapore respect each other even though the people there have different religion and ethnicities. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay. So this is a very deep question. So, mm, so as you know, in Singapore is mostly of the people are Chinese. Okay, so yeah, there are also some Indians, some Christian or some Muslim here, but the conquered there by Chinese. Okay, but it's very peaceful here. Okay, although the Chinese is conquered the Singapore, so it's very peaceful here. Okay, there's no war or there's no bully around. So yes, that's my opinion. That's my short opinion.
Okay. The last question is, how about you? Do you have any stereotype or opinion about people in Indonesia?
Oh, okay. So okay, for this question, I want to ask. Maybe one of you can answer it. So, uh, is that true that the in Indonesia the Muslim is very strong? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think what we call as pondok. You know pondok?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, yes, the what we call as pondok school is something that some Muslim kids or Muslim religion want to go to the want to learn the Islam. So they went to the pondok and then learn all about that. So yeah, basically I am dreaming to come to Indonesia, okay, to learn about that, okay, to learn something about their culture or something about their how the Muslim in Indonesia. Yeah, I want to learn because yeah, Singapore is very low in Muslim. So I dreaming to come to Indonesia sometimes. Yeah.
I think, Alifia, do you have any other question?
Enough.
Okay. I think from this interview we can get a lot of information about other culture from Singapore. We can take that many stereotypes are true, and uh, maybe I will first, last but not least, I would like to express my gratitude and want to thank Mr. Ahmad Hilmi who want to participate in this interview.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're welcome.
yeah, I think that's enough from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So, in this opportunity, we are going to conduct an interview with foreigners.
Okay.
First of all, I would like to introduce our group. First is me, Alfin, and then Alifia, Indar, Cahyani, and Salwa, Hanya, Putri. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude and want to thank our participant who are willing to join us in this interview. So for of us, I would like to explain our goal in this interview. So I would like to ask about culture and stereotypes related to participants' countries and culture. Maybe I will ask first question is the information about our participant. Can you tell us what is your name?
Hello, my name is Salman. My full name is
Oh.
Salman Sadiq.
Okay, so we can call you Salman, right?
Yeah, you can call me Salman.
Okay. Can you tell us which country are you from?
I am from Pakistan.
Okay, so in Pakistan, which language you usually use?
In Pakistan, normally I speak Punjabi, but our national language is Urdu. But in Pakistan, we have many different languages. But in my region, the people mostly speak Punjabi.
Okay, so you speak Punjabi, right?
Yeah, I can speak 4 or 5 languages, but in my region or in my country, you can say my mother language is Punjabi.
Okay. How about bahasa Indonesia? Are you familiar with Indonesian or understand a little?
Not you can't say understand, but I know a little bit words, but you can not say I understand the whole thing or like.
Maybe if allowed by you, may I know how old you are?
I'm 24 years old.
Okay. You're 24 years old. Are you currently have a job or in university?
Yeah, and now I'm living in Germany. I'm student, but I am also doing part-time job in a bakery.
Okay, part-time job.
Yeah.
Is your university far from your home?
Not too much far. It is like 4 or 5 minutes drive to my home.
So you are live alone, right, in Germany?
What you said?
Are you live alone or with someone?
Yeah, I am living in. I live in an international dome, but I have my own room. You can say I'm living alone, but it is an international dome.
Okay. So our participant is Salman. He is from Pakistan, and he usually speak Punjabi, and he is currently in Germany, in university. He is 24 years old. Okay, thank you. Maybe I will let my friends ask you about some question.
Okay, thank you, Alfin. Privilege. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Okay. I have question for you. The first question is, do you know some place that many people visit or some kind of famous place in your country?
Yeah, I have many places in my country, but you can say the famous place is like Minar, Pakistan. It is very famous spot of my hometown. Okay, not only is there a very beautiful and you can say the landmark, but it is also very historical, important to us. The landmark was built. Uh, you can say the because we are like in 1947 the in Pakistan and India was together, and at that place we gave the concept to the people the Muslims need an other country for us. That's why this place, the Minar Pakistan, is very important for us.
Okay, thank you. Next question is, do you have a hobby or something you do in your free time?
Before I came to Germany, I am married, but hobbies or time for hobbies or like this, but now I cook well and I like to cooking for my friends or like this. But now you can say my hobbies like cooking.
Oh, football and cooking. Okay, next question is I want to ask you about Indonesian culture. What do you think about Indonesian culture?
I don't know too much about Indonesia, but you can say I know a little bit. Like in Indonesia, the mostly peoples are Muslim, according to my what I know, because and it is very like Islamic country. You have rules about Islam and like this, because I saw many girls, or you can say with hijab, or the boys, you can say he's very spend our life according to Islam. I saw many Indonesian people.
Okay, next question is how about you? What do you think about Pakistan culture?
uh, Pakistan culture is very fast. Okay, fast. We have four events, and you can say we have four events, and every events has own culture and own culture, own language, and mm, that's why we have many culture, many languages. That's why I can't explain only one culture, because we have four events, and every province had own culture.
Mm. Okay, the last question is now I want to ask you about stereotype. Do you know about stereotype?
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Mm.
Okay, I will explain again it to you. Stereotype is opinions or assumption about a country or group. So it is only based on opinion. Okay, thank you, Mr. Salman and Miss Mutia. That's all from me. Next question with my friend.
Okay, thank you with my friends Salwa and Alfin, and thank you to uh, Salman and Mutia. I will continue to ask you about a stereotype I have
Okay.
about people in Pakistan. So I heard or read that Pakistan is a country with very strict Islamic law. Is it true?
Yes, is it true? Yeah, because I told you before, we become our country like Islamic religion, because Pakistan and India was together, and there was many Muslim, and we don't have our own rights to live like on Islamic rules in on that place. That's why the you can say that is the only reason to get independence, uh, because we were Muslims and we need our country according to we spend our life to according to Islam. That's why you can say yes.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is, I also read in an article that Pakistan people are very expressive or easy to express something to other people. Is that true?
Yes, as I already said, Pakistan are very like Pakistan is very friendly, and hospitality are famous in all over the world, and uh, that's why you can say that you are very we are very like expressive on, yeah, in Pakistan the people are very good to tourists and like this, and that's why you can say.
Okay. Next question. Many article that I read say that Pakistan people are very friendly to tourists. What do you think about that? Or what is your opinion?
Yeah, yeah, Pakistan people are very friendly with tourists, and sometimes I saw, because I was in Pakistan, that I was like a child, because I'm like here in Germany like 3-4 years, and that's why you cannot say like child, but because I don't have experience in like job and that things. But I saw in many places, if a tourist come to Germany, and the people say okay, you and they buy something, then people say, okay, you can't pay for this thing because you are our like what we can say, like you are tourist here, that's why you should not pay for us. You are like you are coming here for travel for tourism, and that's why we can say in our language is like I can't explain you like in English. uh, yeah, guest, you can say the tourism is our guest, and the guest can't pay for anything. That's why the people, when the tourists buy a thing, then people said, okay, you should not pay for this thing, you can take it like free.
Okay, thank you. And the next question, I also heard that Pakistan people are tough and hardworking. What do you think about the statement?
Yeah, is it right? Because we are still now is a developing country. That's why the people are very hardworking, and like we growing to opportunities for people, and like people are very hardworking mm, because we are developing. That's why you can say developing country. We are not developed like the Europe and the other countries. That's why people do work hard.
Okay, the last question is, how about you? Do you have any stereotype or opinion about people in Indonesia?
Sorry, I can't hear properly. Can you please repeat?
What?
Diulang, Rip.
Oh yeah,
Diulang.
yeah. Oh, how about you? Do you have any stereotype or opinion about people in Indonesia?
Uh, I don't know about too much. Like Indonesia, I uh, I don't have a, like you can say, a big opinion about Indonesia, because I had friend from Indonesia, but I don't have a like good opinion about Indonesia. You that's why I have nothing to say.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Okay, is there any question from Salwa or Alifia?
I think it's enough.
If there's no other question, I think I would like to thanks our participant, Mr. Salman, who is willing to join us in this interview. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think that's all from our interview. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.